You guys are so nosy and want to know how much money I've made and how much money I spent on my coffee cart business. The good news is there's no gatekeeping here, and I really don't care how much I spent and how much you know that I've spent. I currently have a personal credit card with about $7,000 spent on it, and I have a business credit card that I've spent about $2,000 on. And I've used about $4,000 of my personal money. And I'll consider telling you how much I've made. When I first filed my LLC, I think I spent about $500 of my personal money just to do all of the permits and, all the bullshit. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, a business credit card. They're going to give me something like $10,000 of a credit limit. No, only $2,000. What the heck? So I risked my whole credit line and got a personal credit card. Even though I already had a personal credit card, I wanted it to be separate for my business. But my business wasn't successful yet, so you can't really apply for a business credit line. The number one advice out there is to keep your personal and business expenses private and separate. Duh, of course, but I didn't just have $10,000 sitting around. And even though I did actually in my savings, why the heck wouldn't I want some points with that? So if you're not disciplined, I highly recommend not doing that, because then it's attached to your personal credit. So if my business fails, my whole credit line would technically go down, or I have to pay that $7,000 off. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not a finance guru. For reference, I've never made over $75,000 for a salary. So, you do the math on how much I could possibly have saved, and I'm only 26. I always say if I'm going to be poor, I'd rather be happy and poor. So, I'm going to risk it for the business. I just love to embarrass myself online. And I'm actually going to go into more depth on this on my YouTube videos. And yes, we're relaunching the YouTube channel. So if you want to make fun of me, you can go on there too. And this is just a safe space for the girls with their silly little businesses. And we're about to pay this credit card off. Maybe I'll tell you the exact details. Maybe I won't. Disclaimer, when I say silly little business, it's actually satire, because girls actually rule the world.